Part 2. Get It All TV with your boy Waddell. Whoo! Part 1 was full of it. I'll tell you the beginning of it. Tell you how it started. And around the year 1 and 2, I noticed her work ethic was I look like, I go back and think about it, these women show up to the workplace just to get men. I'm letting you guys know, women work to get men. That's a fact. She got pregnant. We weren't even together a year. She got pregnant within a year with my daughter, a beautiful daughter. You probably seen her in some future videos. I'm gonna interview her on this show. She gonna tell you about her school and all that. That's what I do here on Get It All TV. I do it all, baby. I do it all. But anyway, despite that, she quickly got pregnant with our first daughter. Once she got pregnant with our daughter, she didn't work. I worked. I took care of the house. We were living in a duplex off a Landmark. That being said, we lived on a duplex. I worked. I noticed she didn't really keep the house clean. She always had places to be, places to go. That's another sign, guys. A woman not keeping the house clean. Now, let's go back when I first met her, just a little bit. I didn't tell you. When I met her, I went to her house the first night. I left the gas station, went to her place. I was trying to get me some, whack it off with her. I went back to her place. She had dishes in the sink. I asked her about the dishes. She told me, well, she had a friend that just moved out, a girlfriend. I asked her who was she, a girlfriend. So I was like, oh, okay. Her mom, like I said, wasn't stable. Her mom was living with her. Her mom had an illness, so she lived with her. Her mom lived with her for a while. The girl had drama after drama after drama after drama. I just didn't pay attention to it. She had a big booty, big breasts. A black Cindy Crawford, you would call it. But at that moment and at that time, I was like, oh, wow, okay, I believed it. But as we got into the relationship in year 1, 2, and 3, I noticed sink dishes would still be left in the sink. I would clean them. I would ask her about them. Sometimes she'd get them, sometimes she didn't. And when I did, then she would get upset at me. She didn't really have a fairly good relationship with her mother. Remember I told you in part 1 about relationship with the mother? She didn't have a really fairly relationship with her mother. I noticed as me and her got together, she had a better relationship with her mother at that time. At that time, she used to have a better relationship with her mother. I would never get involved with her and her mother quarrels. But me and my mother and father, we had a decent relationship. I had a decent relationship with my dad. My mother was a great relationship with my mother. My brother then moved off to Memphis. I had a brother that died, so I was basically the only son here to take care of them. Don't remember, I was 24, 25 years old at this time. When you have a decent relationship with your mother and she doesn't, or vice versa, ladies, it could cause jealousy between the two of you, which kind of occurred. She got jealous about me and my mother's relationship. And as you guys know, the first thing these women do is to try to divide and conquer the relationship between mother and son, especially mother and son, and they draw closer to the father. At that time, me and my dad didn't really have a great relationship at that time. But I decided to be with her anyway. We went to a place of worship every once in a while. That kind of went sideways. I wasn't really deep into it. She wasn't really deep into it. Guys, establish a good relationship with the Lord if you can, or whatever your choice of spiritual healing is. Okay? That's a fact. You need that in a good relationship to stay healthy. We had kids. I was a truck driver. at that time at 20 years old. As I told you earlier in previous videos, I was a truck driver. So when she came up pregnant, my mom said, you know, she come by the house. This lady, wasn't really where she was supposed to be when I asked where she's at. So I got kind of suspicious when I had my daughter. It wasn't really my child. We did a DNA and it was my child. I had DNA on all my kids. So you guys get a DNA on all your children. Get a DNA on all your children. Make sure they're yours. Whether you do it to the court, or you can mail you can go to and mail hit me up at ydale4444@gmail.com, and I'll get you a kit to your house on how to take DNA tests at your house. You will swab the mouth, and you'll swab your mouth. You'll send it in and let you know and send you back the results. So that was that on that. So I know she was kind of lazy and I didn't want to work. She would hang out with her female friend a little bit more, argue with me more. Eventually, her female friend would eventually want her to go to the club with her, hang out with her, sometimes involving other males I did not like. I wasn't jealous. I just thought it just wasn't a good idea to hang out with other, the guys I did not know, because I wasn't hanging out with them. I would hear about this while I was on the road. She would call me and tell me about it. Sometimes we have an argument about it. Sometimes we wouldn't. A lot of you guys said, well, you're a truck driver. That's why you can trust her. But trust me, man, what I'm telling you, go for male or female on this topic. I think that I know that, I know that it wasn't a healthy relationship between me and my baby mama girlfriend at that time. I gave her a ring. She was my fiance for a number of years. I thought she would change. I didn't know. I thought she would change. She never did change. She would scream and yell when she's upset. She get loud, very loud, upsetting. She would be very upset about whatever it is I ask her to do. At time, I thought she was cheating on me, but she said she wasn't cheating on me. I had no proof that she was cheating on me. I just felt it because she just wasn't really honoring me. She just wasn't respecting me as the way I thought she should be. Going back and looking at it now, I don't know if she was or wasn't. She haven't admitted to this day whether she was cheating or not. I don't know. But we had our daughter. She would work part-time. Now, on her jobs, she would get into it with people on her job. She couldn't keep her job very long. Maybe 9 to 8 months. A lot of you guys know about this. Please email me about your situation, and I will get back with you as soon as possible. But I do know that she couldn't stay on the job very long. As always was something irritating her. She always had family drama and wanted me to get into it and want me to get in it, and I did not want to get into her family drama, period. And she would have a problem with that. My family, on the other hand, didn't have as much drama. We pretty much got along pretty well. And like I told you guys, it started friction. It started fire between me and her. She would compare her life and my life. I grew with a father. She didn't grow without a father. She grew without a father. I had a father in my life. So maybe that grew some friction between the two of us. I'm not quite sure, but I think that grew some friction between us. She always thought I was better than her, but I wasn't. She wanted me to come down to her level, which I couldn't, because I was trying to upbuild her to my level, what a man should do for a woman. This is part 2 of a part 4 series on how to date. Get It All TV. Subscribe. Like or dislike, I don't care. Just do something, okay? Please subscribe to my channel. We're going to start part 3 here shortly. This is part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. You learned a lot. Part 3, we're going to get a little bit deeper, more into the years, into what we was in. Be blessed till next time. Holla, it's your boy Waddell at Get It All TV. Thank you.